In today's society, men are constantly encouraged to shower women with gifts, money, and attention. This pervasive narrative needs to change. Why should a man invest his hard-earned money in a woman who hasn't earned it? No one should be spending cash just to impress someone who hasn't proven their worth. The idea that men need to buy their way into a woman's heart is outdated, and it's time to leave that notion behind. Men, take note. Spending money on a woman before she's earned your respect, trust, and loyalty is a losing game. You don't need to purchase her affection or loyalty. Too many men fall into the trap of thinking they need to open their wallets to attract and keep a woman. This cheapens the relationship and sets a dangerous precedent, sending the message that your value comes from what you can provide financially rather than who you are as a person. Women who are truly interested in you don't need your money to be impressed. They'll be drawn to your confidence, ambition, and character. Unfortunately, society has normalized the idea that women should be wooed with material wealth, as if they are objects for sale. This mentality encourages women to sit back and enjoy the benefits without doing anything to prove they deserve such treatment. Men end up in a one-sided investment, pouring out their resources with no guarantee of genuine connection or loyalty. Ask yourself, what does she bring to the table? It's not about being stingy or cheap. It's about valuing yourself and ensuring that the person you're investing in is worth it. Any woman who truly respects you will understand that mutual effort is key. If she's only around for what's in your wallet, she's not worth your time. So, why give when she hasn't proven herself yet? Women should earn their place in your life, just as you're expected to earn yours in theirs. Let's dissect this concept. The myth of financial attraction. For far too long, men have been fed the lie that they need to spend big to attract a woman. From flashy dates to expensive gifts, the myth of financial attraction has been pushed down men's throats, creating an unhealthy dynamic in relationships. Let's set the record straight. No amount of money can buy genuine affection or loyalty. The idea that women are naturally drawn to men with deep pockets is a social construct designed to benefit those who profit from men's insecurities. Here's the hard truth. If a woman is only interested in you because of your wallet, you're not her priority. Your money is. This creates an unequal power dynamic, where a man feels he must constantly prove his worth financially, while the woman doesn't have to prove a thing. The myth is so ingrained in society that many men don't even realize they're being manipulated. They think they need to shell out money to win her over, as if she's a prize that can be bought. But let's be brutally honest here. Women who are only attracted to what you can buy them aren't interested in you. They're interested in a lifestyle. Do you really want to waste your time, effort, and resources on someone who sees you as an ATM? This kind of relationship is built on shaky foundations because once the money stops flowing, her attention goes with it. Some will argue that spending money is a way to show you care, but caring isn't about spending. If that's the standard, then affection and respect are nothing more than transactions. And that's exactly what the myth of financial attraction reduces relationships to, a transaction. Men give, women take, and no one walks away fulfilled. Here's what men need to understand. Real attraction is based on mutual respect, shared values, and emotional connection. A woman who is truly into you doesn't care about the price tag on dinner or the brand of clothes you wear. She's interested in your mind, your goals, and your character. Anything else is a distraction. The longer men buy into this lie, the more they enable a culture where women expect to receive without giving anything back. And that's a dangerous place to be. So, stop spending money to impress her. If money is what attracts her, she's not the woman for you. Now, let's talk about self-worth and financial boundaries. Your self-worth is not measured by how much money you're willing to spend on a woman. Too many men think their value lies in what they can provide financially. But the reality is, throwing money around doesn't make you more desirable. It makes you a target. If you don't respect yourself enough to set clear financial boundaries, you're opening the door for someone to take advantage of you. The first step is understanding that your worth is defined by who you are, not by how much you can spend. Men often get trapped in the mindset that they need to prove themselves by buying gifts, paying for expensive dinners, or funding lavish trips. But ask yourself, what is she doing to prove her value to you? If you're the one constantly giving and she's just along for the ride, you're being used. No woman who truly respects you would want you to empty your pockets just to keep her around. Take this practical example. Let's say you've just started dating someone, and after a couple of weeks, she casually mentions that she loves designer handbags. You feel pressured to impress, so you save up and buy her one. She seems thrilled, but shortly after, she's asking for more. Dinner at expensive restaurants, fancy weekend getaways, and so on. Here's where the problem starts. Instead of enjoying time with you, her focus has shifted to what you can give her. The more you spend, the more she expects. This is where financial boundaries come into play. After that first designer handbag, you could have easily set a boundary by saying, "I'm not comfortable spending large sums of money until we've built something real." If she's genuinely interested in you, she'll understand and stay. If not, she'll ghost you the moment the money stops flowing. When you set financial boundaries, you're also sending a message about your self-worth. You're telling her that you value your time, energy, and resources. And if she's not willing to meet you halfway, she doesn't deserve access to them. A relationship should be built on mutual respect and shared effort, not financial handouts. At the end of the day, it's not about being stingy or cheap. It's about protecting yourself. If a woman is more interested in what's in your bank account than what's in your heart, then she's not the one, period. Next, let's discuss emotional investment versus financial investment. One of the biggest mistakes men make in relationships is confusing financial investment with emotional investment. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that spending money on someone will make the bond stronger. But the truth is, emotional investment is what builds real, lasting connections, not money. Yet many men find themselves believing that the more they spend, the more they can secure someone's affection. This mindset leads to frustration, disappointment, and resentment when things inevitably don't work out. Ask yourself this: what's more valuable to you? Genuine emotional support, or the illusion that spending money creates a connection? Men often feel pressured to keep up a certain image, buying affection or attention rather than fostering a meaningful connection. But if you strip away the financial gestures, what are you left with? You should be looking for someone who connects with you on a deeper level, someone who wants to know who you are and what you stand for, not someone who's just sticking around for the perks. Too many men think they need to provide financially to maintain a relationship. But here's the hard truth: money doesn't create emotional security. If a woman is only sticking around because of the financial benefits, what happens when things get tough? When life throws challenges your way, will she be there to support you emotionally, or will she vanish the moment the perks disappear? Relationships built solely on financial investment are shallow and fragile. The ones built on emotional connection are resilient and fulfilling. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you have to buy your way into someone's heart, but real connections aren't transactional. They're built on trust, communication, and shared experiences that don't require money. Think about the conversations, the laughter, the support you give and receive. Those are the things that matter. A relationship where both partners are emotionally invested is far more rewarding than one built on financial obligation. Emotional investment creates a foundation that can withstand the test of time. Men need to stop confusing the two. If a woman values you for your emotional presence and the effort you put into the relationship, she'll appreciate you, not your wallet. So focus on building something real, not just something expensive. A relationship built on emotional investment will always outlast one built on financial dependency. Now, let's talk about testing for true interest. Men need to wake up and stop being blind to what's right in front of them. Too many men think they've won when a woman is giving them attention, but in reality, that attention might not even be genuine. The problem is that men don't test a woman's true interest. They just assume that as long as she's sticking around, she must be into them. But guess what? You might just be a convenient option until something better comes along. Men, stop confusing convenience with genuine interest. If a woman only shows up when you're offering to pay for things or take her somewhere fancy, that's not real attraction. That's opportunism. The question you need to ask yourself is, would she still be around if you took money out of the equation? If the answer is no, you already know where her loyalty lies. Too often, men fall into the trap of using their wallets as a way to secure attention, thinking that financial generosity will win them genuine affection. But the reality is, women who are only around for the financial benefits are not truly interested in you. They're interested in what you can provide. It's time to change the narrative and test her true interest. Take a step back and assess the relationship. Stop the financial gestures and see how she reacts. Does she still want to spend time with you, engage in meaningful conversations, and show genuine care and interest? Or does her interest wane when the spending stops? This is a crucial test to understand her true motives. Consider this practical approach. Instead of spending money on expensive dates, suggest activities that focus on spending quality time together without breaking the bank. Plan a picnic in the park, go hiking, or cook a meal together at home. These activities not only save money, but also provide an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. Observe how she responds. If she's genuinely interested in you, she'll be enthusiastic about these low-cost, meaningful experiences. However, if she starts making excuses or seems disinterested, it's a red flag. Testing for true interest isn't about playing games. It's about understanding where you stand. It's about ensuring that the woman you're investing your time and emotions into is there for the right reasons. Realize that your worth isn't defined by your bank account. If she's only with you for the financial benefits, she's not worth your time. A woman who truly values you will appreciate the effort and thoughtfulness you put into the relationship, regardless of how much money you spend. Building a relationship on genuine interest and mutual respect is far more rewarding than one based on financial dependency. By testing her true interest, you protect yourself from being used and ensure that the relationships you build are based on real connection and mutual respect. To wrap it up, gentlemen, it's time to stop spending money to impress women who haven't earned it. Recognize your self-worth and set financial boundaries. Understand the difference between emotional and financial investment and test for true interest. These principles will help you build genuine, lasting relationships based on mutual respect and real connection. Don't be a victim of the outdated notion that your value lies in your wallet. It's time to change the narrative and focus on what truly matters.